Hi folks and welcome to Cannatrends. My name is Boris and in this video today I would like to talk with you about CBD trends in Europe. Well, CBD is a very broad topic and for better understanding I will start to explain you a little bit the cannabis plant. The cannabis plant contains more than 500 different components, and some of these are minerals or vitamins or proteins and also cannabinoids. More than 120 cannabinoids are in the plant, but there are only two which are really well known or a little bit better known. The first of these is THC. THC is the substance which makes you high when you smoke weed. And the other one is CBD, or also known as cannabidiol. And well, these are the two cannabinoids which have great effects on your body and on your mind. The difference between THC and CBD is that CBD does not make you high. You get sleepy maybe or relaxed, but you cannot be stoned of it. Research have shown 4 groups where CBD can help to cure symptoms, and I would like to explain you these 4 groups now. The first group are psychological issues. For example, after some traumatization or when you're in a depression, CBD can help you to get out of this crisis. The second point are neurological problems. This could be, for example, epilepsy or Tourette syndrome, all this kind of neurological stuff where people need help. The third point are chronic inflammations. For example, rheumatism or diarrhea are very famous for being constantly or for making problems constantly. And last but not least is very important your pain management. So CBD can also help to cure pain, for example in the back or in your on your teeth, or if you have some kind of migraine. A lot of people has this issue. CBD can help you also with these problems. So THC and CBD are a little bit similar, but finally they are really different. So THC is really working different to CBD, and CBD is getting more and more popular here in Europe, especially in the last 2 years, because you can buy it at the corner, because cannabis is prohibited still here in Europe, also medical cannabis. So you don't have any access to weed, but you can buy CBD because CBD in most countries is not prohibited. And now we will have a look how CBD is getting produced and how the situation is here in Europe. So we have learned that CBD is a cannabinoid and that it could help your body and your mind. So let's talk about production of CBD. CBD is made out of industrial hemp, and I should mention that the cultivation of industrial hemp mostly in Europe is free and legal. So everyone can cultivate industrial hemp if he like. And there are special designed CBD strains which are really high on CBD and very low on THC, what's very important. When they seed the plants, they mostly grow outdoor, and they harvest them in September or October, so in autumn when the plants are ready, and they only use the female plants, not the male ones. Some producers also produce indoor, that provides a better quality, but is mostly much more expensive in production too. When they harvest the plants, the higher CBD part is in the blooms, but also the rest of the plant, like the leaves, contains the CBD cannabinoid too. So before you can use CBD, you have to decarbolize it, so it's similar to THC. That means you have to heat it up and to enjoy the effects of CBD after that. And yeah, and how is it sold, CBD? You can buy CBD balloons, so you can smoke it in a joint or in a vapor. But mostly people have CBD oils or extractions, or they buy a tea which is rich on CBD. But you also have THC crystals which are pure on CBD. And you can also smoke them in your vaporizer, and for your skin, for example, they have also CBD cosmetics for the skin or for the face or whatever you want to use it. Yeah, that's about the cultivation of CBD. Now let's talk about the situation in Europe and about the question if it's a trend or if it's not a trend. I just like to mention that CBD in Europe is legal in general. In USA it's a controlled substance now. But the situation in Europe is a little bit complicated because CBD is legal, but all countries have different approaches to CBD. So for example, in Germany, you cannot buy CBD on the street because it's under prescription. And in Germany, if you want to sell CBD, the CBD must contain less than 0.2% of THC. In Austria, where I live, you can sell CBD balloons if they have maximum 0.3% of THC. And they are not under prescription. So that means you can buy it in quite every store here in or every specialized store here in Austria, and mostly in the other European countries too. So in the most European countries, CBD is legal and you can buy it in specialized shops, head shops, grow shops, whatever. Yeah, so the disaster in Europe is that only 5 countries have already legalized medical marijuana, and there is no European country which has legalized cannabis or drugs in general. So that means that CBD is the only possibility to benefit of the cannabis plants without being criminalized. So CBD is a trend, a huge trend here in Europe, because people have heard about the great effects of cannabis and about CBD, and not to get criminalized or punished, they go to the shops and prefer to buy CBD oils or CBD balloons instead going into the streets and asking for some weed or something like that. So my opinion is CBD is a great thing, especially here in Europe, where people don't have access to medical cannabis or to recreational cannabis. So I see this trend here in Europe. It's a very potent trend. But I really hope that the situation will change and Europe will open also for medical and recreational cannabis. Yeah, that's my thesis about CBD trends in Europe. I think the CBD trend in the US and in Canada is not so strong like here, because in US the CBD is a controlled substance, and Canada is already legalizing also recreational cannabis. So CBD is is very important for the European countries. And there is also a Switzerland supermarket chain which sells CBD cigarettes in their shops now. Yeah, tell me your opinion about CBD and follow me on Vimeo, the ReadTube, and if you stick with YouTube also you can find me on YouTube too. And subscribe for my channels, like this video and comment this video and tell me what kind of experience you have made with CBD. Yeah, and that's it for today, folks. We will see us within the next days. Have a great day and peace. Bye bye.